Evidence 2. North American literature. United States achieved its independence in 1776. In the early years, they tried to organize the country and created the constitution with which they may be ruled. The first literary writings exalted patriotism and the values of equality, freedom, and truth, like in the Declaration of Independence. They made use mainly of three important events: the Revolution, the colonization, and the territorial expansion. Characteristics. The writings established the popular and the issues of daily basis. Realism is handled in a direct and crude manner. Vivid images, abundant imagination, the characters have a strong psychology and very clear reasons to act, and in narrative, the writers have a quick and easy way to write. Significant works and authors. Number 1. Extraordinary Stories by Edgar Allan Poe. It talks about a series of short stories with different, sometimes fanciful, mysterious, controversial, but especially disturbing themes. Here we can find the tale Heart that talks about a man who is buried alive. Number 2. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. It follows a boy who embarks on adventures, witnesses a murder, and hunts for treasure, learning lessons about bravery and friendship along the way. The many jobs of Mark Twain are represented in his writings. Number 3. Moby Dick. Considered as a marine epic, the novel explores themes of obsession, revenge, and the struggle between man and nature. Literary production in Latin America. Main authors: Alonso de Ercilla y Zúñiga, Bernardo de Balbuena, Gutiérrez de Cetina, Juan Ruiz de Alarcón y Mendoza, Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz. For romanticism is Esteban Echeverría and Domingo Faustino Sarmiento. For realism is José López Portillo y Rojas, and for naturalism is Baldomero Lillo. Generation of 98. In 1998, Spain went through several events that changed it forever. The loss of the Spanish colonies in Latin America was not a very big impact for the Spaniards. However, a new liberation movement was growing in Cuba. The most characteristic points of this movement was: first, the main battleship exploded and the Americans accused the Spaniards of having caused the explosion. Spanish ships were defeated in the Philippines and in Santiago de Cuba. Spain lost the war very quickly. This loss for the Spaniards was a blow in his patriotism and nationalism, making Spain feel demoralized and defeated. The overall response of young Spaniards was apathy. There were more characteristics, like this is called the generation of disaster. Azorín proposes that there were two types of mainstream that the writers would choose: renovation or rebellion politics and social criticism. There were important writers like Miguel de Unamuno, Ángel Ganivet, Pío Baroja, Azorín, Ramiro de Maeztu, Antonio Machado, among others too. Finally, the important writings of this time, that was The Mist and The Root of Don Quixote. And finally, The Tree of Knowledge by Pío Baroja, that tells a story of Andrés Hurtado. The novel explores his existential struggles, criticizing Spanish society and highlighting the conflict between knowledge and happiness. Thank you, teacher, for your attention.